Okay guys, today we're going to try and put all of our walk cycle drawings with our character drawn in ink and erased into Photoshop. So first things first, I'm going to find a single image, the first image preferably. Let's see here. Walk cycle, and I'll do this simple Patrick one here. So let's start with this, put this image into Photoshop. Once I've got the first image in, then I'll go and select all the other images. Now I can hold shift and click into a selection. I could click down here outside the area, but I gotta be careful I don't accidentally grab the wrong stuff. I could go to the selection mode. Anyway, when it goes in, I'll get these blue X's. Just hit enter until the blue X's go away. I've got to rotate mine. You might have to rotate yours. Go to image, image rotation. Here it's counterclockwise. I've also got a little bit of table here, so I might get the crop tool right here. And I might crop some of that out. I want to do all this together. I don't want to do it at the beginning. I don't want to do it, for the first image before anything else is there. I'm going to hide everything except for the first image. Make sure my navigator tool is up. If I don't have it, go to Window, Navigator. And that's going to allow me to zoom in so I can get close to one of these black lines. Get the Magic Wand tool, which is the fourth tool down. It'll default to the object selection tool, but just select the Magic Wand. Make sure the background is visible and active. Click the line, right-click Similar, create a new layer, and say Edit, Fill, Black. Okay, so once I do this, I can delete the paper layer down here that I had done before, since I've already got it translated into transparent background and just ink. I'm going to click on layer 2, make it visible and active. Magic Wand to black. Right click Similar, and actually I'm having some issues here. It's grabbing the empty space. So I'm going to change my tolerance up here down to 16. So it didn't grab too much empty space in here. You can see it's still grabbing some of that. I'm going to try 8. There we go, that's a little better. And then I can create a new layer with Control-Shift-N, hit the Enter key, and then hold Shift and the F5 key, which is the mute key at the top, and enter. And that way I could do all of this without using the mouse and using keyboard shortcuts, which will go much faster. So Magic Wand, right-click Similar, new layer, Edit, Fill, just like that. Keep deleting those old layers. If your layers are out of order, you're going to want to rename them so that you know which one goes where. Go through all these. I've got them all done. Long. Okay. Should be able to go through these pretty quickly, especially since this is a skill we used this technique when we did our computer color drawings for all 3 of them. Now we're just converting line work on all 8 of these in a single document. Okay, so now I've got all 8 on a single layer, or not on single layer, on separate layers, but in one document. I'm going to hide everything except for the first one. All the way at the top, I'm going to create a new layer. And I'm going to imagine all the colors I need to use. So I'm going to find that yellow-green of Patrick's shorts. Make sure this brush is 100% hardness, so when I go to sample these colors, I don't accidentally sample from the wrong place. I'm going to try and get that Patrick color. I need white for his eye. Have to remember to color the eye. And then let's see here. Maybe we could go with a darker color and knock down some of these lines, but I'm not going to show you that today. So there we go. There's Patrick. So these are all my colors now. Now I can go back to layer 1, get the paint bucket, which will be behind the gradient tool, and then I can just hold the Alt key and sample these colors. So when I'm ready to color, I can just go through and do this. Oops. Now, especially because this is a lower quality image than some of the ones I've used before for these demos, you can see a little bit the lines are getting bled on a little more, and also I'm leaving more gaps than I normally would. One of the things we could do about that is try and always use higher quality images, but here I can hit the plus in a box, create a new layer, put it under this, get the brush tool here, and then just brush in those differences. And so always these little like nooks and crannies that get it. For the most part, everything else is done. And remember, just like when we did our computer coloring, this layer is not necessarily going to be pretty, because when I hide it, that's what it looks like. But then I'm going to just merge it with this layer. So I'm going to click on layer 1, right click, and merge down. And then I can go to the next image and just color this one. Make sure the layer's active and visible. Most of our problems are going to be because we're either on the wrong layer or the layer we are on is not active and visible. Don't forget to color the white stuff white. Here I'm actually just going to leave it on top for a sec. This one does not have nearly as much as the other one. Put it underneath, merge them together, go to the next one. So once I have all 8 of these done, then I can animate that, but I'm going to show that in a different video. So just get all 8 of yours colored, and then you'll be ready to go.